Hi, I'm Mason. Today we're playing at Queenspark and it's got 9 holes. I'm going to throw a lightweight escape and a roach for my putting, and then a tactic for my short approaches. Hole 2, 67 metres, par 3. I'm going to also be throwing my tactic. Alright, we're at hole 3 now. It's 110 metres and I'm going to be throwing my escape. So I'm about 45 metres short of the basket. I'm going to throw my tactic and try and get it in the basket. When I was putting, you could see my putter lifted up and then turned. So I'm going to try and make it not do that this time. Alright, just a little tap in the basket. 165. So we're at hole 4 and this hole is around 67 metres. And I'm going to be throwing my escape. Alright, from the tee I landed it here, and I'm going to try and do a flubber over. Okay, we're back at hole 5 and it's 45 metres. I'm going to be throwing my tactic on a forehand. I'm going to throw my putter with a backhand, and this is about 35 metres from where I am. I'm about 5 metres away from the basket. Alright, we're at hole 6 and we're about 55 metres away from the basket, and it goes downhill and then it goes uphill a little bit, and so it's going to be a really hard hole because it's super windy. I'm going to be throwing my escape on a forehand. we're back, and I threw from the tee pad all the way to here, which is a very good tee shot. 20 metres away from the basket, and I'm going to try and forehand approach with my tactic. And we're at hole 7, and we're trying, so you can go around or through that really small gap. And I'm going to try and go through the really small gap. Okay. It wasn't a really good tee shot, but I'm about 8 metres away from the basket for a birdie. Alright, it's easy tap in. We're about half a metre away from the basket again. Okay, we're at hole 8 and it's a par 3 and we're about 85 metres. I'm going to be throwing my escape. Okay, we're about 50 metres away from the basket and I'm going to throw my tactic. Okay, I've just set circle's edge. I'm going to put it in the basket. We're at the last hole, hole 9. This hole is 73 metres. There's OB long where that truck is over there. Don't roll, don't roll. Okay. I'm 10 metres away from the basket, and I hope I don't go OB long. Oh. Right, that was a really fun round. I hope you guys have a good time watching this video. Goodbye. Why are you still doing that, Dad?